What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is day 132, May 12th, 2025. I gotta start keeping track of what day it is. It was easy the first few days because it was just like, it lined up. It still does, but I'm not used to the different number being first yet. So, but to start off the day, we're hitting two of the smaller thrifts. We're hitting Serendipity and Salvation Army. So we're gonna head in there and see what they got. Hopefully they got a little bit, just because I haven't been here in a few weeks. And then hopefully Salvation is even open, because the last like 2-3 times I went, just not open. So hopefully they're open, because it says they are. It says they were meant to be open the last 2-3 times and they weren't. So just gonna have to kind of hope they are. But we're at the first thrift already, so we'll head in there. We'll see what we got. If they got anything cool, we'll show you guys. If not, we'll let you guys know when we hit Salvation. So we are done at the first store. We didn't get much, but we did get a pair of jeans and a Blue Jays shirt. So we did get some stuff. It was worth the trip, but I wish they had a little more. However, now we're headed down the road to Salvation Army. Some of you might recall it's not too far at all, but hopefully they're open. I can see from here the door is open. So the first time in forever that they've been open when they're supposed to. But we're gonna head in there now and we'll see what they got. Hopefully we can find a few things, but we haven't been here in a while, so it's pretty hard to tell. However, there's a guy just parking where he wants, not even in a parking spot. So that's a little funny. But we're here now, so we're gonna head in there. Hopefully we can find a few more things than we did at the first spot. The first spot had decent stuff, but just not a lot of stuff. So hopefully there's a few more things here and it'll kind of help make our haul a bit bigger, just because 2 items is not very good for a thrift day, you know? I feel like we need at least a few more items here. So if there's not much here, I honestly might stop by Value Village and kind of peek in, but I don't really want to go to Value Village today, so we'll see. We'll see how this store is, and that'll kind of determine what's going on. But we're gonna head in there and we'll let you guys know what we got. So again, we got 2 things at that thrift, but now we're at Value Village. Gonna head in there, see what they got. I didn't really want to come to Value Village, but we're just gonna poke in there quick and hopefully we can find a thing or two, because right now we only got 4 things. They're good, they're 4 good things, but maybe we can find another thing or two to include in the vlog. So we'll see what we can find here and let you guys know. So obviously we're back from Value Village. It's really nice out today, so we're doing things a little differently. Gonna show you guys what we got while we're outside, but it's a little weird or unfortunate, but we got 2 items at every store. So it's kind of coincidence, because like I wasn't trying to. I obviously wanted to find more, but we will go ahead and show you guys everything we got in today's little haul. So this tag is going through the shirt. So to start us off, we got a pretty cool hoodie. We got a size XL Carhartt Realtree. There's a few tiny little holes, but it's a Carhartt hoodie, so that honestly kind of makes it look nicer. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like Carhartt stuff when it's like brand new? Or do you like Carhartt stuff that is a little bit more worn in, has some character to it? I feel like Carhartt is just one of those brands that looks better worn in, like similar to Vans. Like, yeah, you can rock a fresh pair of Vans, but your Vans are gonna look better after you wear them a few times, type thing. But it's a pretty cool collab, Carhartt Realtree. Next up, we got a 2022 Justin Bieber Justice Tour hoodie, or crew neck, sorry. This one's in a size medium. Pretty basic, but nice little Justin Bieber piece. So that one's pretty sick to have. We're already like halfway through because, like I said, we got 2 items at every store. And we only went to 3 stores, so that means we have a total of 6 items. Next up, we have a size large Kappa zip up. This one's a nice color. And the chest part did fall off, but it's honestly kind of nice like that. I don't know. I like it without the big chest logo. I don't know. I know some people might not like it like that, but I feel like it makes it look a tiny bit better. That logo was never my favorite. Like, I know people like it, but it was never my favorite logo per se. Just because, like, I don't know. So I feel like it looks nicer without that. But next up, we have a size XL Jose Batista Blue Jays shirt. Got little Jeep branding on the side, right there. And there's the back hit, Batista. I don't know if he still plays for them. Bassett. Maybe I'm saying, maybe that's a different player. Wow, that is not Jose Batista. Bassett. Who is that? Let me check quick. So his name is Chris Bassett. So he is an official player, but it's not who I thought it was. I honestly just read it quick and was like, oh, Jose Batista. Obviously it's not Chris Bassett, now that I've actually read it properly, because the first time obviously I did not read it properly. Then we have a Harley tee. I want to say they usually like take off the size tag and just have the Harley tag for these. So I want to say it's like an XL, maybe even a double X, to be honest. Yeah, that might be more of a double X, but they had it tagged as an XL, so I'm not too sure. It's a big XL, or a slim 2X, we'll say. But nice little Harley tee. It did have a smaller back hit, but as you guys can see, that's kind of fallen off. I don't know why, but sometimes I kind of like when it's like faded like that. Like, obviously it's not clear at all, but it's like a if you know type thing. Like, if you know the Harley logo and you see that, you can kind of tell it's a faded Harley logo. So it just gives it a nice look to it, and the chest hit is pretty nice itself, so it's a nice little combination. But I think that one's like an XL, maybe a double X, baggy XL. And last but not least, we got some jeans. And these jeans are from ACX Vintage. They are marked as a 32, but you can clearly tell that the bottoms have been altered. So yeah, so I just kind of took it apart. This is after. You can see where the fold was clearly, and then that's like the regular one. I don't know, I like that more. I know some people probably like this more, but like for vintage, I like that you can see the line. I like whenever this happens, like it starts to fray a little bit. But I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna show you guys these jeans. They do have a nice little pocket hit on the back right there. Then here's the front. Nice little front design. They're a really nice pair, but I'm definitely gonna have to measure them, just because even after removing the legs, I forget the word for it. Even after removing this, like the stitching, it still looks like that isn't necessarily the original kind of length. Like, it looks like they were even longer than that. So I will be measuring these just to kind of see what size they really are, because I'm assuming the waist size is correct, but the length is definitely off, just because they have been altered. So right now I'm technically making them even longer, just because, like, a lot of people who buy jeans in their size have the issue of them being too short, or the waists, obviously. That's the two main measurements. So when you alter one of them, you're kind of messing up the overall sizing. But of course, they altered it to fit them better, so it's not like they were trying to make it better for me, they were trying to make it better for them, right? So, but there we go. Gives these that nice look. Now, I just want to kind of see how they look with that stitching undone, because I will say, okay, yeah, I definitely like them better with that stitching undone. You can, it just gives it a better look. I don't know, like, it looks better with the style of jean that we have, you know? But that's everything we got at the thrift today, so we'll let you guys know if we have anything else going on today. But the thrift was probably the main part of our day. I know Edmonton is playing some hockey later tonight, so we'll probably be tuned into that. You guys know we've been watching the games. Pretty unfortunate that the Maple Leafs ended up losing last night, but is what it is. They're back at home next game, I'm pretty sure, and the game after that. Because so far for the Leafs series, whoever has been at home has happened to win, so there is a bit of stipulation that the Leafs are going to win the series, only because it's a best of 3 now, and 2 of those 3 games are in Toronto. So if this stipulation of the home team continuously winning continues, then Toronto would win the series. So it'll just be a matter of if that kind of continues to happen, the home team winning. And I think the next Toronto game is tomorrow or the day after. I know they were saying something about a day or 2 off on the TV last night, but it's good that we got an Edmonton game tonight, kind of keep us occupied a bit on the hockey, because I don't know, I like keeping up with the playoffs. I don't necessarily keep up with the regular season, because my team hasn't been good for a few years, and I've been playing hockey less, but the playoffs, you always find time to watch the playoffs. It's just so much more intense, more stuff going on, so we made time for that. But for any of you wondering, my team, since I was a little kid, has always been the Pittsburgh Penguins. They didn't make it today, or they didn't make it this year, so that's a little unfortunate, but we brought back the back-to-back. No team won a back-to-back in the longest time, and then Pittsburgh did it, so we brought that stuff back. We're just in big rebuild mode. All our core is just really old in Pittsburgh, so like, we used to have the best young core, right? But it's been so many years now that they're no longer the best young core. They're a good core, but they're all old now, so makes it a bit more difficult. But Crosby's still kicking it, so is Gino. So we'll see how next year ends up going for the Penguins, but this year, Stanley Cup wise, I'm cheering for any Canadian team. So it would be cool to bring the cup back to Canada. That is gonna wrap it up for today's video. We had a pretty good day today. We didn't find much at the thrift, but what we did find was pretty good stuff, to say the least. So we took a few more photos, but well, since we got more stuff, there's more stuff to photo now, but I don't plan on going to the thrift again for a while, so I'm probably gonna get all that stuff posted up pretty soon. I know I keep saying that, but I'm being for real this time, because I went to the thrift today and I don't plan on going again anytime soon, like I said. But let me know what your guys' favorite find was today. I think my favorite find today was probably that Carhartt Real Tree hoodie. That one's a really nice hoodie, to be quite honest. Even with the flaws, I really like it. But tomorrow, we're going to find something to do for you guys. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but I know we need something to do, right? Vlog worthy. So we'll try to find something. But for the rest of the night, we're probably just going to be watching the Oilers game. It already started and they're up 1-0, so that's a good start, but we'll see how that ends up going. So, but if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and hit the bell to get notified every day about our daily vlogs. But tomorrow we'll see what we got going on for you guys. I think my mom is gonna come pick up her shirts, since I keep forgetting every time I go to see her, so we might get that out of the way. We won't know till it happens because she works during the day, so it'll be a matter of if she gets the time to leave work. So we'll see if that happens, but that's all we got for you guys today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Lacedbyhook signing out. Peace.